It's Tonker. We're joined by, once again, the neighborhood, the god, the sir, the Splash.
Yes, I'm here to fuck some shit up real quick.
Talking about that recent death battle, the most recent one with Master Roshi and Jiraiya. And they got, the only thing I can honestly think that most, but, it doesn't, it's the facts they use. Just throughout the whole video, they weren't staying consistent to their own logic, and then, they weren't staying true to one version of Master Roshi. They claimed they weren't using super, then they, used specific super feats and all. We'll get into what do you have to say? All of this.
All right. So when I do versus matchup, I break it in 6 categories: strength, speed, durability, intelligence, skill, and then hacks, abilities, and gear. Now, we'll touch on me and Chunky will switch off. I'm gonna come in more from the power scaling standpoint. Chunky's gonna come in from come on, it makes sense.
So you want me to go first, or do you want to do your segment?
Yeah, so I guess you could weigh in on the strength difference, how you view it, and then I'll break it down.
Okay, well, I think the fight was good. I really like the okay, we're not covering the fight, I'm sorry. But anyway, I think it really gets, completely ridiculous. All right, you could argue about the speed. If they were before the end of the fight, the final breakdown, I think they were staying true to Dragon Ball until they started claiming that they were using, that, all right, let's bring in super feats now. But anyway, first of all, even if it was Dragon Ball, he still stomps. But anyway, Master, all right, they were keeping on the same level. They're relative to each other. And then he does the Kamehameha that he uses to destroy the moon, which is, okay. So that's giving you an idea of how strong the output is. And then Jiraiya's big ball, massive Rasengan in Sage mode is able to just chop it down. Just, he's running across the lake, and, he's just all right, I'm pretty sure this is what most people think would happen if Rasengan had a similar output of the Kamehameha. But then they claim that the Mountain Buster doesn't beat the Moon Buster. How is this capable of? You can't just. It doesn't make any sense. All right, the fight. I'm just touching up on this. I know the animation isn't meant to be taken seriously, but you can't really do that. Genjutsu is also debatable, with him even being trapped. You don't necessarily have to have chakra to be trapped in Genjutsu, but that the way he was caught, that doesn't really make any sense. But anyway, as you were saying, they were using super feats to, try to amp Master Roshi. I'm stuttering. They're using super feats to try to amp Master Roshi, even though, Dragon Ball alone stomps, as I was saying. But yeah, let me scale it back a little bit. All right, you can go ahead.
Yeah, so strength-wise, the reason the super thing is important to bring up is they validated using Super Roshi in their explanation of the ending, they referenced a few of his feats in Super. For instance, fighting someone in the void, he was able to intelligently combat that character. So they're using Super. So the moment you make Super a part of the equation, even if we downplay the fuck out of regular Dragon Ball, as soon as Super comes into the fold, it's fucked for Jiraiya. I don't even know how this is a battle. Strength-wise, even by what they said, when they said Roshi contended with Galaxy Busters. Let's lowball the fuck out of Tournament of Power, say they're only Galaxy level, right? By that estimation, you're putting a Galaxy Buster against the confirmed Mountain Buster.
Against any Naruto character, honest. Jiraiya's not even God tier. I don't think he's even high tier.
No,
he's mid-high tier.
So his big ball Rasengan's confirmed to card mountains. So
their logic is look, they even say the final breakdown. Forget the clips they use, just listen to what they say. They're Master Roshi's never shown speed. He's never shown speed similar to that of Jiraiya's. He's been reacting to lightning timers. And then they show super feats with, people clearly moving like way faster than the speed of light. Just the fact that Master Roshi could have a legit fight, like he took down at least 3 people and fought Frost all way faster than simple lightning timers. Like what? It really doesn't make any sense.
All right, so I guess I'll just real quick touch on the speed difference, because speed difference is what makes this fight irrelevant. So
that's why they thought that he even stood a chance.
So
honestly, he's fast enough.
Okay, so in the speed equation, scientifically, you have time and distance. That's what you use to calculate the speed, right?
Right.
So in the void, it's infinite. It's infinite in size, confirmed infinite in size. And it's also confirmed to be timeless. So time is not a factor in the equation. This would naturally, because Roshi's able to fight there, this would put Roshi at infinite speed. Now, even if you downplay the fuck, say, oh, we're not using infinite speed, yeah, fuck you, whatever. Alright, so if we don't use that, you still have to look at feats that occurred in Dragon Ball, where these characters are well above anything we saw prior to the Tournament of Power, right? So they're above characters like Boo. Boo's literally fucking tearing dimensions with his scream when he's freaking out. Cell, who's confirmed at least solar system, and whose power level, I guess, is infinite. And then we have Beerus, who we see Goku fight, and he kind of gave Beerus a decent fight. Beerus is at least a universe buster, but Beerus, in that same breath, Goku can travel, across the universe in minutes, like bare minimum. And I'm pretty sure Beerus has actually done that before.
Has he? Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure.
Or they could at least traverse galaxies in minutes, which is billions upon billions of times faster than the speed of light. So when you put someone who is arguably sub-relativistic to light with Jiraiya, if you want to wank, you can scale him off Kate Takashi's a lightning timer and just use a multiplier to find out how
they
much
absolutely do.
Yeah. So if you use that, yeah, sure, he's sub-relativistic, but pretty sure a million is higher than less than 1, which is sub-relativistic. If light speed is 1, sub-rel means it's below 1.
Yeah, definitely.
So lowball millions below 1, you can kind of see the difference.
He's arguably a third the speed of light.
I'll give a simple explanation of what this fight would look like. It would be, especially if you're using Super Roshi, it'd be like you got a guy who's completely paralyzed or limbless, like Anakin after he got chop sueyed by Obi-Wan.
My gosh.
That guy, I don't care how intelligent he is, he can't move. Versus a guy who could do whatever he wants. That's the speed difference. Roshi wouldn't move. I mean, Homeboy wouldn't move. Jiraiya. He'd look at Roshi.
I mean, they say they did try to throw in that one where Jiraiya is able to turn some rogue shinobi into frogs. They're like, no, we can't use that. It's not a reliant source. So they're not comfortable using something like that. But everyone in the comments, he could have just turned him into a frog and then Rasengan the frog. Yeah, no.
Well, I can even debunk that. I can even debunk that right now.
He's not fast enough to do it. He has to at least touch you. There's no way.
All right, even if he did, let me explain why that's false. I'm not even a big Dragon Ball guy, but I know that
are you gonna use the candy ball? How Vegito was fighting. I knew you were gonna say something like that.
I'm not even a big Dragon Ball guy, but for the debate community, I know for a fact
that frog would whoop his ass. Oh my goodness.
So people have been transmuted in fucking Dragon Ball. Vegito turned into a fucking candy ball and still fought through it. So even if Jiraiya can turn him into a fucking frog, which he wouldn't be able to, he'd be dead. But he'd get fucked up by the frog.
That light speed frog would have destroyed us.
Yeah, infinite speed frog blitz. I don't, and I think the biggest argument that was made that I got the impression of was the intelligence factor. Jiraiya is actually a very intelligent fighter, and I wouldn't take that away from him. He's very skilled, and he has a diverse arsenal. But if I throw a bunch of unique pebbles at Godzilla, it's not doing shit. The stuff he's gonna throw at Roshi is not gonna matter. assuming he can even throw something. What the fuck's he gonna do to him? Like, Roshi would be like, what are you doing? Like, even regular Dragon Ball Roshi is like above moon busting. Like, what?
So that's why I was so confused. Like, it doesn't matter what iteration of Roshi they're using. Maybe if they use, I see clips right here of I'll edit it into the video of them like, it doesn't make look they're scaling him to super, and then they say wait, he is fast because he's faster than Kid Goku, and Kid Goku dodged lightning, and Jiraiya reacts to lightning timers, so he must be able to keep up with Jiraiya. Like, their logic is weird.
I'm pretty sure Kid Goku also dodged lasers.
He's dodged, yeah. Kid Goku has been. I'm not sure how fast have people scaled Kid Goku.
Okay, so if he dodged lasers, even A dodging, he's at least sub-relative to light. So, like, for a channel like Screw Attack who claims to do calcs, they just throw in bullshit numbers and just be like, yeah, we fucking calculated the square root of his
The best information
lightning.
you get is from those note cards that they display on screen sometimes. Like,
yeah, like, you can't even listen to them. You have to look in the corner for, like, I feel like there's an editor being hostage, like, he's a hostage from Screw Attack, and he's trying to put in, like, help me signs in the form of, like, better information in the corner.
The first letter of each word, you gotta reassemble it.
He's like, look, we're not all this bad. Like, here's a little chunk of decent information in the corner. I hope you see it. Like,
someone else said help.
Yeah. So, oh my god. So yeah, it doesn't matter. If you can dodge based on science, like how they use math. Lasers, the way the photons move in lasers, and the way lasers operate, they are definitionally light speed. So Roshi's at least sub-relativistic to light speed level, even off regular Dragon Ball.
Yeah, like I don't really think there's a way to try to level this out. Like, there's no Roshi that's known that's, slow and, weak enough that Roshi versus Jiraiya actually makes sense. There's no way. Like, I really don't know why they set this up. There are two protagonists, Shonen sensei, teacher. So yeah, I guess that's a good fight, right? That's a good fight. Both wise and old and perverts. That's a great fight.
And like
I like the scenario though. That's the best thing about this entire fight. The scenario that they're both pervs reading like the pervy magazines or something. That's the only thing that they got right.
Yeah,
but everything else is in there.
So the biggest mistake they possibly made, and this kind of shows they don't know Naruto, is how the fuck is Jiraiya gonna have time to go Sage mode?
Hold on. Yes, I'm right there in this fight. Actually, they said that he distracted him because remember, they're apparently Roshi's just about as fast. He might be as fast as Jiraiya. So Jiraiya had plenty of time to distract him with. Jiraiya had plenty of time to distract him with, shadow clones while he's on the far beach, and like that's exactly what happened. He went Sage mode. And then there's the Rasengan thing that I covered earlier.
All right.
But yeah,
here's the issue.
Realistically, no, of course not. He wouldn't be able to go.
Speed-wise, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, Jiraiya's not getting away. If he did, guess what? Roshi's gonna blow up the fucking battlefield. He's just gonna be like, "Oh, you got clones? Let me just blow everything."
He could try to reverse summon, like, go to, but like even that, he's still not fast enough. I'm sorry, the speed is just outrageous. Like, it's so lopsided.
When you have a death battle, you're assuming both participants are willing to fuck each other up, right? That's like one of the rules. Like, both will be coming into the battle looking to win. So like, Jiraiya's not gonna give some monologue about you need to let me enter Sage mode for this to be a fair fight.
Let me in a Sage mode. I'll find you.
He's actually tactical for Dragon Ball standards. Like, that's the only way he lasted in the Tournament of Power, if I remember correctly.
So Roshi's not.
Roshi's
plus
not
they're bloodlusted, so I don't really it's like whatever.
They love headcanon, right? Let's use some headcanon right now. Roshi comes from a realm where when people start powering up, shit goes down. Why would he let Jiraiya power up?
He said, "Give me time. give me 5 minutes. It's like,
It's like, oh, you're gonna go Super Saiyan or your version of Super Saiyan? I'd rather not deal with that.
Sage mode. I think I'll win this. I mean, yeah. So that's that's this fight.
Yeah.
I mean, like, the outcome. Okay, that makes sense. Like, I like the outcome, but all that filler inside. They have to make it interesting somehow. Like, they can't. I know they wanted to do a click worthy. I'm not gonna say clickbait, but like a clickable video that will attract a lot of viewers. Like, oh, I know these two characters, and they have to make it interesting somehow. So of course they're gonna try to downplay Master Roshi a little bit, but
all right, like this is what they could have done, and this would be interesting. So my buddy Seth the programmer, shout out to Seth. He's done a battle like this before where he did Naruto versus Goku, stats equalized. So what that basically means is stuff like strength and speed is equal. So if they could have come into the battle and said, we're going to equalize stats. That'd be the most fun battle. It's going to come down to skill.
They could have did that.
Hacks and intelligence and stuff like that, which would be a very interesting battle, actually. Because you can debate all three sections. I think Jiraiya has a more diverse arsenal. Skill, fighting-wise.
That's how it comes down when it's like Naruto versus Dragon Ball. A lot of people, since ninjas usually have more variety in their arsenal, and of course people.
Yeah, Jiraiya has weird shit. Like, Jiraiya has his weave. His weave can kill you. He's fucking weird. Like, yeah.
That porcupine. I forgot what it was called.
Yeah, it's the fucking hair Senbon thing. Dangerous weave. Even Pain was like, what the fuck is this? Weave. Like, who am I fighting right now? But yeah, so like, they could have done that and the fight would have been interesting. But when you don't do that, which they never have, probably never will, this fight is arguably the most lopsided battle.
I don't think they can do that. Like, everything that they do, they're just starting to get, they're just starting to really factor in the difference between reaction and travel speed. But they're trying to keep it as, I don't want to say normie, but as casual as possible. Like, they're definitely not going to do stats equalized. Like, I did a reply to that Seth video, and half the comments were, Goku's way faster than. All right, you clearly misunderstood the whole concept. Okay,
we're gonna equal speed. No, Goku's faster.
No, Goku's just faster. Yeah, okay.
That's trash. But yeah, so it's like, when you look at the characters in themselves, right? How they act. Sure, there is similarities. Both pretty obvious. That doesn't make it a good battle. I used to watch their podcast because, like, I find people like Tori to be entertaining.
I haven't seen that. I'm not sure if they really go into like. I'm not sure if that's better. Like, if they really explain the fight better than the animation.
They do explain themselves, and I remember one time they did a battle back in the day between Thor and Raiden.
Right. And
they said, look, we kind of fucked up doing that battle because we didn't realize the power discrepancy. So that would make you think, like, yo, they would look at a suggested battle or a supposed good battle beforehand and be like, okay, this is a good, like, the best battles are the ones that are competitive. Those are the best videos.
I see what they're doing though. Like, they're like, all right, what would I click on? Like, there's just a long list of, hypothetical battles, and then they're like, no. Like, they don't try scaling them then. Like, it's after they really find out the victor, they're like, oh yeah, this is brutal. We probably shouldn't have did this one. So yeah, it's hindsight, honestly.
I mean, they get pretty much every battle wrong, which is okay, whatever. Get it how you live. I'm not gonna knock their hustle. But Roshi versus Jiraiya, I didn't watch the battle. I only watched the end part to get what their possible reasoning for this being competitive was. And they honestly sounded more convinced Carnage versus Lucy was like a less competitive battle than this one. I was like, what? Like,
when they're explaining that?
Yeah, that sounded like a bigger stomp than they made this to be. I was like,
oh my gosh.
Like, it's that bad. I can't really explain how bad it is.
I think they've done bloopers. I'm going to check out the podcast after this video.
Yeah, in the podcast, like, when you hear them talk, The only issue I have with the podcast is, Boomstick and Wiz, I would shit on them if I got them in a voice call for 10 minutes. I would destroy them.
Aren't they just really, they're just pretty much, they're relaying the information. They're not really the ones finding.
Well, false. Here's what they do. They said this is how they started.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this is what they used to do, and they still try to be involved in the process. So they would propose a topic. Each one of them would take a side.
Right.
Then they would make arguments, and they claim, I'm not saying this is what they fucking do, because I think it's bullshit. They claim they poke holes in each other's arguments until no more holes can be poked, and it's as solid as it can be. And
I see.
They go into making it, which is not.
That's the problem right there. I completely believe that. I completely believe that's their process. Because when you have when the process of, I gotta make a video on this. When the process of poking holes is, he's faster, and then your rebuttal is, no, he's not. It's like, I can't get past that one. That's pretty solid. It's foolproof. Well, let's upload it. Like, I'm pretty sure that's,
yeah. Really... Do I think it's a shitty version of what they claim to do? Yeah, they do the shitty version.
Oh gosh.
Nah.
But yeah, that's. But now we're just trash talking.
Yeah, it's really bad, dude. Like, this fight is not competitive in any sense. Like, I don't care how intelligent, skilled, or like hacksy you are. Let me put it this way: give a 1-year-old the mind of a genius, and give him a knife, or give him a gun, anything, and put him in a room with me. I'm still gonna fuck that baby up. It doesn't matter how intelligent or skilled he is. He's a 1-year-old fucking baby. I'm blitzing. Like, I'm gonna punt him. Like, that's what this battle would be. It would be punting baby Jiraiya. Like, I don't understand why they would do this. But
oh my god.
This is why I've debunked them several times, but there's certain battles I just don't want to debunk because I know they're gonna fuck it up. Like,
so like some of it's just low hanging fruit. I don't even, there's gonna be so many debunks. It's not even worth it for some. But this, I haven't really, since Master Roshi won, there hasn't really been that much outcry. But they're facts. No to all of it. But yeah, that's that.
Like, so I would respond to that with a simple thing I always preface my debunks with. I don't care who they say win. I care about what they present.
Yeah.
So Daredevil versus Nightwing, I don't care who they say won that battle. I care what they said in the video, which is why I debunked it. So it's more about the content than it is the conclusion.
So even if who you believe lost, it could still, I'd accept it as the argument. If it was fair, not just.
Now, to be honest, if they had said Jiraiya won, I'd have a problem with the conclusion.
Okay,
too,
well, yeah,
but,
that's
But
I mean, they'd have to. I don't understand. I don't know how they do that.
Yeah,
this
like
fight was just too lopsided.
Getting the winner right doesn't make you right. Like the reasons for why they said he wins is incorrect. So, but anyways, do you have anything left you want to add, or?
No, I'm finished. I'm done.
Yeah. So obviously this battle was stupid. You got, even by their estimation, a Galaxy Buster versus someone that's maybe continental. Confirmed Mountain Buster. I don't want to lowball Jiraiya. He can break a mountain. So. But anyways, like, subscribe, comment to me and Chunky. We're gonna both be posting this video. Since it's going on his channel as well, I have a book I just published that I would like y'all to. I'll put the link in my video. I would like you to go down, check it out. By only $2.99. I'm just trying to get my name out there. And if you have a problem with me or Chunky saying this battle was stupid, join Discord and you could argue with either of us. I'm more likely to fuck you up than Chunky because Chunky's laid back. But,
absolutely.
But Chunky will still get your ass too. This battle's that bad. But yeah, that's it for me.
That's me too. Alright, guys, like, comments. I'm Chunky Splash, and we're out.